Hey, welcome back everybody. Welcome back to my channel, AmusedJester, and my name is Junior. And today we're going to be reviewing a TVC figure from Star Wars, Hasbro, Star Wars Attack of the Clones. This is Padme Amidala, and I am so excited to finally get this figure. Not necessarily for the reasons that you're thinking of, but here's the back, and this is VC383. And let me take a look. Let me take her out of packaging, and we'll take a look at this figure. All right, so there she is out of packaging, and oh my God, she has got the tiniest weapon. That is my finger, and that's how small that gun is. I'm not gonna flip it because it's so small. And then the long gun over here, oh my God, it's even more narrower. I'm so glad at this point that they are using that bendable plastic, because I would be so afraid of this thing breaking, and I kid you not, I'm just glad that they do. And I'm so glad that she actually comes with a holster for these guns, because these guns would so disappear. Oh, she's only got one for one of them. Oh my God. Wait, where did they go? Where did the guns go? Oh my God. I'm not even gonna try to pose both of them in her hands. I'm just gonna pose. I'm assuming this is, no, it's not for the big gun. Oh my God, this is for the small gun. Alright, I'm kind of jumping the gun. No pun intended on these. And alright, so there's the figure. So the reason why I'm so excited to get this figure is because this was announced during the HasLab, right? The HasLab campaign for the low altitude all-terrain gunship. And oh, that looks really nice. Can you imagine? This is TVC 3.75, and look at the detail. They even put in the mole or whatever that thing is on her cheek. And I'm trying to zoom in much more closer. Of course, it's going to distort the portrait a little bit as I get this close, but as you can see, she even has a blush on her cheeks. That's from the paint application. 3.75, guys. This is amazing quality. Yes, this is $20. Yes, I'm not thrilled about that. Oh, by the way, that's all the paint. That's really makes sense to point out. Yes, there's silver over here, and that's it. That's everything's all plastic and everything. But I'm gonna take off the head, because I'm assuming you can, because I want to take off this. This is the cape, by the way, and as you can see, it's nicely textured. And at this point, I really do, for this scale, I'm okay with the fact that it's not cloth or fabric, because you would not be able to get that kind of fold and detail on fabric. Now, that's kind of interesting, a thought that I just had. But anyway, she doesn't have a cut on her torso. It's all on the waist. Up's okay, down okay, and of course we're all expecting this to have a variation where she's got torn torso when that animal scratch her and everything. And that's how you can get up. You can rotate this thing, not a problem. It is a single. This is a new type of elbow joint. Oh, it's not focusing properly. Let me do this one. It's still able to bend quite well. I'm just not new, but I'm just, it's sort of something sort of stands out to me on this one. I don't know why. And then the hands no longer has the hinge, but more of a socket. This is kind of hard for me to see now because it's so small. So you get so with the socket, it's more limited on articulation, but it's able to do most. I'm not sure if that's more of an articulation rather than the bend on the plastic. It does twist side to side. And this hand is angled in a different way so that when you put on the gun, it should appear as if it's straight on. So she can fight, she can blast you pretty well. And then the joint on the pelvic and the thigh goes up to that much. And thank goodness we still have the thigh articulation here. Single joint on the knee that gives you 90. Nothing on the boot cut. The ankle can go down pretty well. It goes up barely, and it does have ankle articulation. So this is a tier 1 character, meaning she is one of the main characters. Level 1 character because of the articulation, or level 1 figure because of the range of articulation is their most advanced form of articulation, where you have the range of articulation on the elbow and the shoulder and the head and the waist, and the barbell articulation is horizontal, so it's not like it won't do this on you like the other ones did. It has a thigh, knee, and the ankle. Tier 1 level 1 character. The price is $20, guys. I will give it a value of 12 because I'm still very, very happy with how this turns out. This is so small, and yet the face printing technology is quite amazing for something so small. So I was just thinking when it came to this one, as an extra accessory, what would probably make this better for me to make it feel more better for $20 is maybe not just giving us this fabric plastic cloth, but also as an extra accessory as the fabric cloth cape. That way you have the option, if you want to, of either doing this part or the fabric. Now, and it's such a small ask, I think it's possible. And I'll never use the fabric. In fact, if it had come with fabric, it would probably get put in a storage bag, which is would have been difficult because it's such a small figure. This is how I'm going to display her. This is just Padme to me. This is perfect. Yeah. So I will leave it, even though it's a higher price range, because I'm so happy about this one, at a value of 12. The base price 10 equaling to $20. TVC just amazes me and everything, but normally I think at this price point TVC would go down to the value of 11, maybe mostly 10, but this one, I don't know, I'm just so happy to get this one. Very impressive. Anyway, that's it for my review of Star Wars TVC Attack of the Clones Padme Amidala. I'm glad to have gotten her. She is one of my more recent representation of Padme. All the other Padmes I have are from the older versions, older articulations, so I'm really quite happy to have gotten her. And there was really no hesitation in terms of like, was I gonna buy her at the higher price range or not. It just is, at this point my Star Wars 3.75 is in the ending phase as well, because I've gotten all the characters that I need. I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna upgrade any of the other characters to the if they ever produce it in the level 1 figure category, but it's gonna come in a case-by-case basis. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys on my next review. Bye.